Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore. So at the end of my last episode, I had been upgrading my molecular assembly chamber, just so, make sure we're actually on the elevator. Yeah, so I'd been upgrading my molecular assembly chamber, so that I could basically use more recipes. Obviously this one is just totally full up, so I needed a bit more space, and just to increase the overall speed of it as well, which is quite nice. So what do we want to do on this episode? So I want to look at any other miscellaneous things I need for the fusion reactors. So I think this entire recipe's done. I think I need to do the GregTech computer cube. So let me just make sure what I've got in here. So I've got data orb. I've got data orbs not set up into autocraft, okay, and I don't seem to have data storage circuit set up either, so I think that's something to do in this episode. So data storage circuits are fairly straightforward. They're just an emerald plate which you get from a plate cutting machine. Now, is my plate cutting machine set up at all? Plate cutting machine, no it is not. It's not automated in the slightest, so we are going to work our way through that, I think. How much glowstone have I got left? Plenty of glowstone, that's alright then. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need an emerald block. Come on. Why isn't that letting me do that? That's what I wanted to do. One emerald block, one emerald. So what I need to say is one emerald goes to one emerald block in code. Clear. That will go upstairs, and then what I need to do is if we get emerald plates, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. Next one I need to do is one block of emerald goes to 8 emerald plates in code, or is it 9? Might be 9 emerald plates, sorry, in code. Try that again. Crafts 9 emerald plates with 1 block of emeralds. I think that's the right way around. Let me just double check that. So emerald plate, yeah, you get 9 emerald plates from 1 block of emeralds. So we also need ourselves an ME interface and 1 import bus. There we go, marvelous. So where's the plate cutting machine? That's the plate cutting machine, part of GregTech. So we'll wrench you up real quick. Oops, so daisy, drop in the ME interface so everything else isn't cut off for too long, and then drop down the import bus. There we go, and then we can put in our recipe for one block of emerald makes 9 emerald plates, and then what we also need to do is go upstairs. 1, 2, turn around that way if we get there eventually, and then just drop in the recipe for the block of emerald. Why isn't that doing that? 1 block of emerald with 1 oh bloody hell, this is 1 emerald. That's not a valid recipe. Come on. Clear. So what I need to do is go like that. In code. Oh, come on. Clear. Let's take that out. And then what we need to do is shift that, put that back, and then say, that's better. That's much better. There we go. So that's alright then. So yeah, 9 comes from 1 block of emeralds. This is what I wanted. I mean, you only need to use 8, but obviously the recipe makes 9, so you just have to say that so it states it. And then that recipe now goes in there, and as you can now see, it is now a valid recipe. So there we go. So I think we're going to need some more, what's it called? We're going to need some more ME blank patterns. Let me find them first. That's not what I want. ME blank. Here we go, ME blank pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, very nice. Drop them in there, clear that away. So then what we need to go back to is fusion. So we need to do a data orb, which is fairly straightforward. We need to do it here, obviously. So first of all, for the data orb, we need to do the advanced circuit and the emerald plate. Why isn't that doing it in there? Oh, do I need both of them? Hang on. So I need a data. Oops, a daisy. 1 data storage cell, 1 advanced circuit, because it's not a shift clickable recipe, because it goes in because it goes in a machine. You need 1 advanced circuit. Hopefully it'll craft one of them real quick, which it did, very quick, in fact. So yeah, because this requires an assembly machine, I can't just put it in place. So I think we need to do. So I need some emerald plates, don't I? Emerald plates. Where are they? 1, How many do I need for that? Hang on, my brain's totally going here. So I need data storage cells, which is 8 emerald plates and 1 advanced circuit makes 4 data storage circuits. Okay, that's fair enough. So 1 advanced circuit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 makes 1 data storage circuit. That's not right. Ah, clear that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 makes 4 of these. That's what I'm looking to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Encode you. Marvellous. Where is my assembly machine? 1 assembling machine. There we go. In you go. Why is that stuck there? It's weird. 1 process circuit board with 1 platinum plate and 1 advanced circuit. Has that just got like no power or something? It should have power, which is bizarre. It just seems to be stuck. So again, 1 platinum plate and 1 advanced circuit. Oh, it's because it's a processor circuit board, not a... let me take that out. So I think it's basically it's got stuck with 2 different recipes there, which is bizarre. I have no idea why. I'm just going to put them away for now. Yeah, it's 2 different recipes, so that's why it's getting confused. So then I need a... Do I have any data orbs left over? I do have data control circuit, sorry. So then that in the... Oops, a daisy, wrong recipe. Want computer. So that in the assembly machine, so 8 of them and 1 of them makes a data orb. So clear you away. So 1 of you and 8 of you makes a data orb, which I don't have. So I'm going to need 3 of you quick. It's going to have to assemble them, isn't it? In the assembly machine. There we go. It's assembling. What I'm also going to do is overclock this once or twice, I think. So let me grab... How many overclockers have I got? None. So let me craft 2 of them up real quick as well. I'm going to chuck a couple of overclockers in the assembly machine, as it is quite a slow machine. What I also want to do at some point is, like I said, expand out this plate bending machine. So maybe have, for all of these like really important plates, have its own plate bending machine, just so it goes a little bit faster. So that's kind of slowly making some things. How are my overclockers? Overclockers, I've got 1. It's the main thing. So let me go over to assembly machine and upgrade you a little bit. So that should now take less time. I don't know if I've already overclocked that or not, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm still trying to make data storage circuits at the moment. So overclockers. There we go. Grab another overclocker. Bung it in. Hopefully just won't break it now. Fingers crossed. Doesn't appear to have done, which is the main thing. I'm not saying getting an insufficient energy line or anything along those lines, which is good. So it should, the whole recipe should now work a lot faster in theory. If it just doesn't just stop. Okay, have I broken it? It seems to have just like stalled there, which is not good. And it's not saying like insufficient energy line like some of these other machines would do. Is this a GregTech one? Yeah, this is a GregTech one. It does say insufficient energy line if it can't complete, which is bizarre. It's kind of just gone stuck. That's weird. There we go. Let's pick you up and try again. See if we get some power. So that may have just broken my... I think I just lost all the materials that went into there. So let me try data... Oops, a daisy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try again, see if it starts crafting this time. Maybe it's because I put the overclockers in, it kind of broke the entire machine? Was that a mistake? Should I not put that many overclockers in there? I feel as though I've made a horrible mistake here, because it's kind of like paused. Interesting. I think I have screwed something up here. I think it's now not got enough charge in it, basically. 1, 2, 5. So I've got the emerald plates, got the advanced circuits, but it's not going anywhere. Interesting. Interesting. How many overclockers have I got in it? I've got... Whoa! That's a mistake. I already had 2 overclockers in it. I may have just broken the machine. Whoops-a-daisy. How easy is it to make an assembling machine? Not that hard, really. So I might have to make a new one quick. Can I... What am I missing from that? Some control circuits. Okay. Spam them quick. So yeah, I've actually just broken that assembling machine. I've put way too many overclockers in there. Looks like it can take 3 before it just goes, nah. There we go. Whoops-a-daisy. So, note to self, don't put 4 overclockers in an assembling machine. Let's try you and you. So yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. That assembling machine is now like totally broken, and so it turns out I'd already overclocked it and I'd forgotten, which is a bit dumb of me, really. So whoops-a-daisy. So yeah, we'll remember that in future. Don't overclock an assembling machine more than 3 times. I said I hadn't even realised that I'd already overclocked it twice before overclocking it twice again. Turns out 3 times is probably the maximum time I can overclock it before it just goes, you've got to be shitting me. How are those overclockers coming along? Overclockers, I've got 1. There we go. Put 1 in there, speed up a little bit. Whoops-a-daisy, that was a bit silly of me. So basically just waiting on rubber and all sorts of stuff now. So that's another overclocker done. So I'm just going to leave it at 2, I think, and then be like, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just leave it there. So there we go. I might even make a second assembly. I might even make a I don't know, 2 or 3 assembling machines just to make the whole process a bit quicker, because some of these recipes are ridiculously slow. So it might be worth kind of having an assembling machine per like one of these recipes. So have like one. So talking about like plate bending machine, I might have like a whole another row of machines, which is just like assembling machines for one for processor circuit board, one for energy flow circuits, one for data storage circuits, one for data orbs. Do I have actually one for a data control circuit as well? That would also be, let me have a look in here. So, fusion. What am I looking for? So, I've done it for that, but have I done it for that? No, because it's just in there. So, that's fairly straightforward. So, let me do that. So I can just shift click you in, hitting code. Actually, no. What am I doing? It does have an alternative recipe. Let me just flick through there. So if we flick along to here, there we go. Processor circuit board and a data storage circuit. So let me grab processor, data storage circuit. There we go. Oh, I've actually got enough now, so I can actually create more than one thing at the same time. So one of you and one of you. Makes one of you, I believe, in code. So one data control circuit with one data storage circuit and one processor circuit board. Was that the right recipe? Let me just double check that. So, yep, 1 and 1 makes 1. So we can grab clear you out. So you will be going into here. This is why I need more than one of these things, because they're so slow anyway. And if I've got more than one of those recipes going along, it's just going to bottleneck heavily. So I'm going to need one of each, as well as one of each of these plate bending machines as well, I think. So what else was it? Oh yes, I also need 2, once this is finished making, to put in 8 of you and 1 of you to make the final part of the recipe. That's going to make some more data more of these data storage circuits, I believe. There we go. Yep, there we go. So the next recipe is going through. Don't know how long that's going to take. Didn't see. Oh, there we go. It is going. It's going very slowly. So that is supposed to take 640 seconds. So I've halved it and halved it again. So 360 seconds. So that should take just less than 3 minutes to run through this recipe. Wow, that is a long time. So we're going to be getting along with that momentarily. So what we also then need to do is I need to use computer monitors. So this is fairly straightforward. It's just aluminium plates, glowstone, and some like lime colored stuff. Wow, do I have any lime colored stuff? Blue dye is just lapis, I believe. Yeah, lapis dust. That's just red dye. Do I have any red dye? Although I only really need this like once, so I just need to make like 4 of these and then be done with it. So I'm probably going to ignore that one and just kind of craft these up myself once I've got enough of the data orbs, I suppose. So the energy flow circuit's already in there, from what I remember. The fusion cores are obviously in there. Anything else here? I think I've done superconductors. Let me just double check that. Superconductors? Yep, superconductors are done for the fusion energy injectors. Supercondensator. Have I done lapatronic energy orbs? Let me have a quick look. Lapatronic. No, I've not done lapatronic energy orbs. This is going to be a bit of a faff, innit? So that's all that is done. It's just a super condensator, which requires a highly advanced machine block, more superconductors, and it's mostly just the Lapatronic energy orb, which is an iridium plate surrounded by Lapatron crystals. Okay, that should be fairly straightforward. We should want to change my mind, so let me clear that out. Come on, there we go. I want to make sure they're all Lapatron crystals. Do I have a Lapatron crystal left? No, I do not. So let's make one Lapatron crystal. Well, I've got to wait for that. I've got to make an energy crystal. Okay. Do I have any energy crystals? Can it make energy crystals is the next best question. I can't remember what it's got to do. It's actually got to compress things for the energy crystals. Maybe it was halfway through compressing things. Maybe it was halfway through compressing things. I think I might be being a little bit impatient here. Please say it's actually doing that. Energy crystal? So it's made an energy crystal, but it's still not making the Lapatron crystal. Let's try this again. Lapatron crystal. Come on, 1. There we go. Made it now. Lapatron. There we go. So I'm going to have to make sure that that recipe is actually working. It doesn't seem to be at the moment. So 1 Lapatronic energy orb is now in the system. I'll take that upstairs because that's a craftable one. What was I looking for? Is it a data orb? There we go. So 1 data orb is now ready to go. So we can clear you out. So 1 data control circuit. Oops a daisy. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Makes 1 data orb encode. So you need to go over to here. That one. So I'll just store all these in this one for now, and then I'll shift it around later on. So as you can see, this is quite an intensive process making your fusion reactor. Trying to get all this kind of like auto-crafted and all that jazz is a bit of a tricky challenge. I'll put you in there, like so, and the rest of you away. And then, so what was it? So I think we've now got everything prepared for that, so we can actually just make that entire recipe, the super condensator recipe. Is it super condensator? Yep, super condensator. So I think we can encode you. You can go upstairs in a minute. What else was there? The fusion material injector, which is just pumps. So that's not a problem. I think I've already got pumps in place. P-U-M-P. I do not have the pump module already set up to go. So let me just put that in quick. So just, so what's easier, pump module or a pump? So mining pipes, tree taps, electronic circuits, basic machine casings. I think I could do that real quick. So let me just, oh God's sake, I'm missing more ME blank patterns, aren't I? Unless any of the other recipes are easier. Let me have a quick look. So what's the buildcraft pump? Mining well. Oh, that's a faff. That's a real faff. Because you have to use the gears and stuff like that. So it's probably easiest to go for the industrial craft pump. So let me get some more ME blank patterns. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's amazing how many of these you go through when you're setting up auto crafting. Fusion. Okay, so pumps. That's the wrong pump. That's the buildcraft one. I want an industrial craft one. Oh, I almost had it there for a second. It would be easier if I just go for pump at this point, I think. Here we go. So where's my industrial craft pump? There it is. So empty cells are already in. Electronic circuits in. I'm not entirely sure if basic machine casings are in, but I'm going to encode that anyway. Oh. We'll double check in a second. And then what else was there? Tree tap. Let's double check that's in. Let me get wood. How much wood? What kind of wood have I got at the moment? I've got rubber wood. So let me do that and then say clear you. Say 1 rubber wood. So yep, encode you, and then that makes a tree tap. Fantastic. Clear you away. And then mining pipes, which are industrial. So you need even more tree taps, and then iron plates and a tree tap make mining pipes. So I think we can encode you. Fantastic. So I think that pump is all ready to go. Let me just test it out. So we'll take out. Oh no, I need to drop it all upstairs, don't I? So I need to go I always get these wrong. I always go the wrong way whenever I'm looking for my molecular assembly chamber. So we're just going to drop all of these in there. Fantastic. Always helps if you actually do the pump one as well, instead of just doing all the bits for it. Let's actually make ourselves a pump. There we go. Try again, guys. Turn this way, which is the right way. There we go. So we should, in theory, be able to craft a pump now. 1, 2. PUMP. Craft 1 pump. See if it works. So it's crafting tree taps, crafting everything, empty cells. How many beryllium cells we got at the moment? We're almost there. We're about halfway. Have I run out of empty cells? Let's have a quick look. I think I've run out of more empty cells again, so I'm going to have to make even more of them. So that'll be making empty cells through the extruder, I believe. It should be. Got a tin block. Extruder. Why are you not working? Sorry about that, guys. I had to cough. Why is my extruder not working? That is bizarre. What have I done wrong? Sorry, I have to cough again, guys. That's horrible. Just had to cut away there. But my extruder isn't working, so why are you not working? That is bizarre. Let's take both of them out. Put both of you back in. Try wrenching you up. Extruder. Come on. Tin block. Extruder shape. That is weird. Why are you not working? Oh, I overclocked you? Have a quick look. Nope, no overclocking. Oops, a daisy. Come on, wrench up, damn it. There we go. That's weird. Has something changed? That doesn't seem to be extruding anymore. Let me have a look at cell. I want empty cell. Empty cell. There we go. So, extruder. Where's my extruder recipes? There we go. So, I'm looking for tin. Oh, it needs 2 tin blocks. Okay, that's interesting. So, something's got stuck somewhere then. Have I got that set up correctly then? Let me have a quick look. So, 1 tin block. That would be why. Unless it. Is this updated? I don't think it's updated, but. Do I have any empty cells? No. Let me grab another tin block. There we go. Put you down 1, 2 there. That's weird. Has that changed? I don't remember that changing. That's bizarre. Very weird. So that does actually require 2 tin blocks, which I did not realise. Oops-a-daisy. So I'm going to need some empty cells. Let me grab a cell quick. If I can see one. Actually, let me just grab a couple more tin blocks, like so. Quick, grab an empty cell. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Encode you. Marvellous. Put you back in the system. So yeah, that was weird. That must have been there all along, and I've just, because I've always crafted up more than 1 recipe at a time, it's never been a problem, because I was only trying to craft like 9. It only put 1 in there, and then it just got stuck. So that was a bit weird. So I think I'm done now. Let's see if that pump has actually made now. So pump. Ah, it's made. Excellent. So I think that's all working. So what I'll probably do off camera is start to do what I said. So set up all of these plate bending machines and assembly machines, overclock them all, get them all set up and ready to go, start crafting some of the components off camera. Some of the things I've still got to do before setting up my fusion reactor includes putting together my plasma generators, which is tungsten steel, which I've got to make, which is literally just smelting together tungsten and steel. Ah, yes. Next episode, I will be making a vacuum freezer so that I can actually make tungsten steel, because you need to vacuum freeze hot tungsten steel, which you get from smelting together tungsten and steel. So yeah, I think next episode I'll be making myself a vacuum freezer, which is a multi-part block. Oops-a-daisy. So, and then we also need to make things like a HV transformer, and then we need to make several of these to actually make use of all the plasma. I need to calculate how many I'm going to need. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. It's like 7 or 8, I think. And then we also need to come up with some way of converting the EU back, and I think the way I'm going to do that will be the mechanism energy cubes. So, energy cube. So here we go. Yeah, I'll probably be making maybe an ultimate one. Yeah, I think I'll be making an ultimate energy cube out of obsidian ingots, energy tablets, and atomic cores, I think. That will basically store... That'll take in a U, and then I can pump it back out into my system, which would be quite cool. So that is what I will be doing. But I think apart from that, I'm going to leave the episode there for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.